What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back. It's me, your host, Hebot, and this is another episode of Toys in My Closet. And as you see today, I have a very special one that obviously is not new into the figure YouTube review scene, but it is new to me. So today, hopefully, I'll be able to give you my insight, my review, and my perspective of this figure, and you'll come along for the ride and enjoy with what I have to offer. At least that is the idea, and I hope that's what I'm able to present to you. Welcome, guys, and all you action figure enthusiasts. It's been a little while, but I'm trying to get back into the rhythm and in the groove. A lot going on. Just been feeling really ill. For those who are wondering why I haven't put out stuff as much as often, and to be quite frankly, I haven't been able to really bring out a lot of stuff because there is a lot of not a lot of access to get figures unless it's online, and online works a certain way. This figure, when it was first announced to come out to Walmart first, became a really big problem and debacle where the shipments got interrupted due to everything that's going on now with this pandemic, and probably bad manufacturing, shipping from Walmart's part over there, how they handle things. So it resulted for a lot of people to go either to the third-party market, which is eBay or Amazon, or actually through third parties outlets as well, like fan channels, to actually reserve it, like Big Bad Toy Stores, Entertainment Earth. And in that process, they did a refinement where now they're shipping out this same figure, but I believe with a brand new different style of weapon, which I think it's a mace, which is one of the weapons that he uses in the actual Mortal Kombat game, instead of the sword. So I feel really blessed to have gotten the sword version. I got it through eBay. I paid a little bit more, about $15 more than I was originally through Amazon, because Amazon did ship out and did fulfill my shipment and my figure being sent. But what ended up happening is, since I live in a building where there's 64 apartments, the guy from Amazon, I guess, decided I'm not going to go take it upstairs through the elevator because there's too much work, and left it in the front of the building, and it was stolen. So they couldn't replace it. They could only reimburse it because it was out of stock. So this is Spawn, as you see it in front of you, in all of his packaging glory, continuing the same motif as all the Mortal Kombat boxes and packaging, which is a lot more slender and smaller in size. And you see there on the side has the profile of of Spawn, and and shows a nice, as you see there, picture product placement of him in his figure form with the 22 points of articulation, and the Mortal Kombat on the top, Mortal Kombat on the side, with the motif Mcfarlane on the top, with the nice blazing smokes in that neon green to match Spawn's eyes. And you see that Spawn's here in his polygon form of the game, and another part of him there, Spawn in the bottom, Mcfarlane there again, and Mortal Kombat across the top, and the classic Mortal Kombat, obviously, font of the game. So let's do, you see down here to one more thing. You see down here we have the legalese, obviously, and the social media where you can find all the information with any of Spawn and Mcfarlane products. So let's take them out of packaging and take a closer look. And here he is, Spawn out of packaging. Really quick, I'll take a quick look at the inner guts of the packaging. It's really nice that they continue with the Mortal Kombat symbol and with the actual Mortal Kombat name in the neon green smoke aesthetic and theme. So really nice inner gut, just to point it out. And here is Spawn in all of his glory. Let's take a closer look at him as we get up close and personal. Here we go. And let's grab him off of the ear and take a quick look at him. And here is, again, like we said before, here is Spawn. And here we have it, folks. Here's a closer look at Spawn. And again, as you can see, he looks quite stunning. He has a lot of beautiful detail. Closer I bring him in, I hope is the better you can see him. You see all the details within his collar of the cape. Excuse me. All the nice white beige accents of his mask design on his face. The neon green in his eyes look almost like if they were glowing with the black shadowing around them, even though they are not, like a translucent or pipe lighting effect. Then you can see all the nice whitewash on top of the black with all the details of his symbiote suit and armor or bodysuit with the symbol there and the beige white on his chest, the bones and the chain, the little cross, the little skulls with the chain on the top. Then here in the waist, his belt with the bone and the chains going across of a plastic, pliable plastic material instead of real chain, but it still looks nice. It's painted with that gray metal look. Then he has the bicep bandana here with spikes, and he has on the wrist here the wrist guard with the spikes coming out, which look really nice as well. And then his what you call those, the back in the days, oh my god, give me a sec. It's the brass knuckles. His brass knuckles with the spikes on his hands, as you see. And then on the other side, he has the other wrist or forearm gauntlet that goes down to his hand. See, his fingers look almost nails, really spiky, like claws. His nails, and it has a nice silver with the gunmetal there. And then if you go down by the crotch area and the thigh area, see the same details there. Nice washes. The red with the gold on the clips of each pouch. His foot and leg heel foot like dress or cup or boot with the spikes on it as well. And then down here is the ankle wrap with the actual spikes too. And then he has like a brace, like a brass knuckle on his actual feet area, kind of like, I guess when he kicks somebody, you can bust them up real quick. So yeah, that's a closer look at what Spawn looks like, and he looks really nice, to be honest with you. He looks great. So now what we'll do is we'll take a look real quick at Spawn's accessories. So for his accessories, he doesn't bring much. He just brings the traditional Mortal Kombat circle stand with the one peg that is traditional with most, and if not all, Mcfarlane toys, because this is the Mcfarlane 7-inch scale Mortal Kombat Spawn figure from Mortal Kombat 11, from Mcfarlane Toys, as you know. And then we have the sword. It comes with this really awesome looking sword, and looks really cool, and is painted in really nicely. It has the Spawn logo there. That has always been part of the Mcfarlane Toys logo, and in the comics of Image at the time. And you can see there the blacks with the silver grays, and you know, the red on the actual hilt with the red leather straps, and then it looks to be like a spike underneath, so he can you know, bust somebody's head open. Now, what I think, let's put it on him, and let's put him on the stand. What I think is going on here with the reissuing of, you know, Spawn, with having a different weapon, I think it's because some of these figures are not always put in the entertainment section like they do in like Target and stuff like that, which means it's by the movie section, right? I think because the sword here that you see on him is it's so long and pointy. I think it's probably a health hazard towards younger kids, even the age of 14 and up, so they don't poke their eye out and stuff. And I think that's what made him have to do the replacement weapon with something else. But it, you know, if you're lucky enough to get it, it looks great on him. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to take a quick look at his articulation. And to take a look at his articulation, first we have his head, which moves left and right. It looks down that much, and you can push it up that much, which is not too bad. Then he has obviously the tilt to the left and to the right. I don't think he has a separate piece on the neck. I think it's a single piece. Then as far as the arms, it goes all the way up this much, which is a lot. Then if you bring it down, he has the bicep swivel, as you can see right there. He has the bicep swivel. He has the double jointed elbow, which can't go up more than that, because if you notice there, this part here from the gauntlet of his forearm, it crashes, but you know, it still gives you the ability to have posability. Then in his hand here, as you can see, he has the ball peg, which his hand goes forward and backwards. And then on this side, it's the same thing, as the forward and backwards. This gauntlet for the forearm is not as intrusive as this one, which that's good. And then as you see there, you have the torso cut, which gives you a nice range. And then he folds forward that much, and he goes backwards that much. The cape is very pliable, but because it's kind of heavy, it kind of brings it back, because this is kind of loose. Then he has a full rotation and ball peg on the waist, so he has a waist swivel. And then of course it gives you the ability to move him down. As you can see here, it goes all the way forward, but you got to hold the cape, because the cape will make it go back. That's how forward he goes. Then this goes, that's how far back he goes. So it's a nice amount of range when he hyperextends back. Then of course here you have the thigh area, which to preserve obviously the swivel, it's very minimal for this to preserve the sculpt, but it's still there. And when you lift up, you obviously get a higher range of mobility. But if you warm this up, you can actually make it softer. Then you have the knee area, where you always fold the top part first, then you fold the second part, and this is how high it goes. Then if you do it on the other side without that boot obstruction, this is how far he goes, which is also pretty high. So then down in the bottom, obviously you got the foot here, which also is articulated, of course. And of course this camera is acting really stupid right now. Supposed to be better quality, and it's a pain in the booty. Goes down that much and goes up that much. Has the toe pivot, of course, as you see there, and it has the toe rocker. I mean, it has a toe hinge and then the pivot, toe pivot. And then on the other side, same thing, with a little more freedom because you go left and right, up and down, and then you have the toe hinge, and then obviously you have the the rocker. So for his articulation, Spawn looks really good and delivers on his and delivers really well, just like all the Mcfarlane toys to this far. So aesthetically he looks really great. We'll put him back up here. Let's put him in a nice kind of pose right real quick. Let's make this happen. Bring this up this way like so, and I hope you guys can see me focusing. And put this foot this way, something like this, kind of have him facing that way, looking that way, and maybe something like this, which is pretty cool. It shows you the range of posability and possibilities that you have with him, which is pretty cool. As you can see, he looks really, really awesome right there. And another thing that I didn't show, but you can pose him up. He has nice posability. You can see. He's really clumsy to, and then he looks like that in the back with his cape. He's really clumsy to review because of the cape. He's heavy. Aesthetically though, he is excellent. He looks fantastic. He looks amazing. Really, really nice. One of the best sculpts so far from Mcfarlane with his toys so far. Real quick, that I didn't show you guys before I forget, he does have the in here, in this area right here, he does have the butterfly joint, and it moves really well. Goes up, down, in, and back. A nice range. And then his cape, if you close look, this is what it looks like from the back. Really nice and weathered and red, with a lot of nice details, and even a nice wash of black on top makes it look old and dingy and even dirty, if you see. And then in the back he has another skull right there that goes across, and he has even the the booty shape, which is funny, is rubbery. It's funny because man figures can have booties nowadays, but women figures can't have that because it's objectifying. Go figure, right? Like if the anatomy of a woman is not that way made by human nature, right, or by God, so to speak, for those who believe in religion. Okay, so anyway, let's keep going. Let's just show them with a couple of other figures so you guys can see side-by-side comparisons. So here we have him next to the Black Widow MCU movie version of Taskmaster from Hasbro, and obviously the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Knights of Ren figure over here from Star Wars. And here we have them next to an Articulated Icons Basic Purple Ninja and an Articulated Icons Basic Soldier or Ninja Soldier over here on this side. As you can see, looking quite small next to him, Disparity. And here he is next to the Wonder Woman 84, right, from the new movie, and next to a Mattel DC Universe comic style Black Lightning. And as you can see, it has really nice details, and you know, color palettes are nice and pop, but you can see that this, you know, the disparity between the differences in the figures and sizes and what they have to offer, but looks really good. You know, I mean, it all depends on how you want it on your shelf. So at the end of the day, Spawn is an action figure that has been well overdue. A lot of people have been wanting and yearning for him. The proof, I believe, is in the response that Mcfarlane has gotten so far from his sales of this figure, that he's very difficult to find, and the fact that his Kickstarter has become so successful in such a short period of time and has actually broke all the records of any Kickstarter so far in all the categories. So actions speak louder than words, and I think the fan base has been wanting Spawn for a long time. It's cool that he was able to get him to us quicker than we thought, because of the loophole of him being a special guest character on Mortal Kombat, because it's a video game, obviously, and this is why I enjoy and really love doing action figure reviews based off video games and that are connected with video games, because it falls in place and aligns really well with my channel. So guys, there you have it. There's my review of the brand new Mcfarlane Toys 7-inch scale Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn action figure and toy collectible, right? So let me know what you guys think down below of my review, and what are your thoughts about this figure, if you guys have them, are intending to get them, or already have them in your hands, and if you enjoyed what I presented to you here today in this review. Also, as always, leave a thumbs up for a like, or leave a thumbs down for a dislike. It's your choice. It's what you feel at the end of the review. And as if you can, please share this video with someone you think might enjoy it as well. And as always, if you're new to my channel and you subscribed, thank you, because it means the world to me. But now that you did, I consider you part of my family. And if you ever want to find me on social media, I'm on Twitter under Hebot Powerful Gamer, and I'm also on Instagram under C_respect. I will have my Facebook Hebot page up soon. Just going through a lot of things to prep it up and have it in order to put in what I need to be in there, like photos and things of that nature, to identify my channel with the page. But I'll let you guys know when it's up. And if you guys ever, in any way, shape, or form, would love to help me out in any way, please, down in the below is how you can. Feel free. It's only if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. Or DM me if you want to make any type of donations, like a figure you might want me to review, so we can work out the particulars. Guys, it's me, your host, Hebot. I'm signing off. This is the latest episode of Toys in My Closet. Hope you enjoyed, guys. See you in the next one. Keep toy hunting as safe as possible, and be good, and help, keep your health in these trying times safe out there. Love you guys. Until the next one.